Well, I became a Christian when I was serving with the United Nations in Cyprus. When I actually, on my 30th birthday, I visited the Garden Tomb in Jerusalem, and obviously a defining moment for me. But one of the issues was, the world that I was operating in, and I'm trying to get my mind around the terrible things that people do to each other and what you see in warfare and so on, was a part of that decision to become a disciple of Christ. The impact on it thereafter was that I tried to be a better leader in military parlance. I went on to become a company commander, battalion commander, brigade commander, and subsequently a divisional commander. And how I led my soldiers and how I conducted myself on operational deployments was definitely affected by my Christian faith. But then alongside that, the decisions that I had to make on these deployments, the decision about whether or not my brigade was going to run refugee camps, for example, as we were preparing to fight our way into Kosovo. The decisive moment about when I had to make a decision, speaking to the then Macedonian foreign minister, having been briefing very senior political and military players, that my brigade would build and run refugee camps. At that stage, I hadn't got a clue how we were going to do this. We received tens of thousands of refugees over a very short period of time. The initial flow over a weekend, and how we actually managed to build the refugee camps, to build the sanitation, to feed them, to have the medical place resources in place, and so forth. When I look back on that, I just think God's hand was in it. Now, do I say that's a miracle? Well, it is for me. It's a miracle of jolly hard-working soldiers who gave everything over a long period of time to enable all this to happen. But I do, from a personal point of view, I'm absolutely clear that God was in that decision, and He was in the way that we managed to carry out all the things that we then subsequently did. So when I read these stories in John's book, I'm not, in one sense, amazed by them. I'm encouraged by them, and it just reflects, my own personal experience.